moving OTs working together to embed physical activity in occupational therapy practice. So just to quickly introduce Sport for Confidence, we're an occupational therapy-led service which works to reduce health inequalities. So we work in leisure centres where OTs and sports coaches work alongside each other. And in 2022, we became a Sport England Systems partner, which provides funding for us to share the work we do locally on a national level. So a little bit about me, I'm Lisa Westhorpe. I'm an occupational therapist and Sport England Systems partner lead at Sport for Confidence. So what is moving OTs? It sounds a bit cheesy, but it's a movement for movement. We're supporting occupational therapy practitioners and OT students to feel confident in seeing physical activity as part of their practice. So we host CPD sessions where OTs can learn about integrating physical activity into their everyday work. What have we learned from moving OTs? That it's really important to embed physical activity in OT education. And also it's such a good idea for us to be sharing good practice through our Moving OTs community of practice, which we'll talk a little bit about later. And we've realised we can't do this on our own. What supports physical activity in OT practice? So physical activity is actually a global public health concern. And as OTs, we're really well placed to address those deep-rooted inequalities and support participation in sport and physical activity. Is physical activity part of our scope of practice as OTs, though? I think the answer to that is a resounding yes. We have a lot of guidance from the Royal College of OTs in terms of our professional scope of practice, and also from the HCPC standards of proficiency for occupational therapists. So there's a lot of these different standards that really support the inclusion of physical activity in OT practice. There's a lot of information around supporting participation and opportunities for occupational engagement, thinking about occupational justice, and also thinking about the OT role in health promotion and preventing ill health. But what does OT look like in a leisure centre, or how do we embed physical activity in OT practice? So this short video will tell you a bit more. Sport for Confidence. We're a community interest company tackling health inequalities by providing opportunities to access physical activity and really empowering people who might be experiencing some of those barriers to participation. That might look like one-to-one interventions, it might look like groups. It can also include things like our long COVID and primary care provision as well.
In my role as an occupational therapist, it's very varied. So I'm a health professional, I'm part of a group of allied health professionals, and I have a real focus on using physical activity to improve well-being and to support people in other areas of their lives. So on a day-to-day level as an occupational therapist, we follow a process, and that involves at the very beginning completing assessments with somebody, and that's about information gathering, observations, finding out where the challenges might be and how we might be able to overcome them. Once we've done that assessment process, I'll work alongside someone and we'll sort out some goals together. We'll break down those goals into achievable steps, and that might be something like practicing washing and dressing to be able to come swimming. It might be about learning skills to be able to book to attend a session, or it might be vocational skills to support with employment.
I'm a physical activity ambassador with Sport for Confidence, and engaging with the Moving OTs programme has had many benefits for me. Connecting with like-minded OTs, all of whom want to see physical activity embedded into practice, but the benefits of networking during the Moving OTs programme has been absolutely invaluable.
At the heart of occupational therapy is the belief that doing occupation is good for our health and our well-being. And here at the Sporting Village, we use physical activity therapeutically. So we use activities, and we use activities that people want and need to do to enhance their life and hopefully improve their life outside of this building.
This slide just gives us a really brief summary of our Moving OTs work. And I want to really emphasise that we would love for you to be part of this. So we support occupational therapy practitioners, and you can be involved through our community of practice. Send us an email and we'll add you to our email list so that you can be part of our Moving OTs community of practice networking events and free CPD. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've got any questions, please do give me an email.